scope of business, there are two sources of water. Either you get it from the kanjo, the normal sewer line, or you can get it from the borehole. So in our company, we have invested in machinery, whereby we have decided to source for our water from the borehole, whereby we have bought machinery, we have set up a plant where we purify water through reverse osmosis in our plant, and then that water is stored in the tanks, and then we sell to other water vendors and supply to our own shops also around the urban area. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for that. We'll come back to you in a second. But Linda, take it away.
All right. I'll come back to Emmanuel as well to just find out whether how wanafurahia sahili watu hawana maji. Ama it's a different story because now it's business. But we'll come to you. Emmanuel, please. You'll respond to that. But, especially in the informal settlements, when we're talking about water safety, then we ask ourselves, fine, even if you're going to give these people water, just how safe is it for drinking? And the lady here, Phoebe, as well as Dennis, gentleman here, will be telling us what their entity does. But of importance, they're just going to give us a slight demonstration of what it would mean for you to have this particular equipment, say, back at home. And then, of course, it'll be friendly or helpful for you to actually use, especially when it comes to getting drinking water or water for cooking. So, karibuni sana. I think mnaweza simama, feel comfortable. Quickly tell us what it is that you do, what your entity does. You come from the same entity. Wewe nasikia ni mtu wa ground. And you also tell us just what it takes to make sure that, the ground aligns to this and they actually get help. So
thank you so much, Linda. Let me just introduce myself. My name is Dennis Mavia. I'm the National Director of the Bucket Ministry, organization dedicated and on a mission to sharing God's love through the gift of clean, safe drinking water. So just to put this thing in perspective, first you have to understand it's only 3% of water that's conducive for human consumption. Then out of that 3%, you find 1%, almost 40% of the 1% is contaminated. So, and contamination is through the industrial pollution, is through, sometimes you find weak connectivity among the water sources. So that has led to contamination. And when there's contamination, especially in informal settlement, you'll find people are dying for waterborne diseases, cholera, and all this. Yes.
So how does this come in handy even as Phoebe introduces herself?
Okay, thank you, Linda. My name is Phoeba Wafula, and just want to add on what Dad has said.
Yes.
There's a way whereby people are getting water from different sources, and you come to realize there are many ways that people are purifying water for drinking. That's why we have another method where we call as filtration, whereby you see that people are boiling water. They are also using water gut so that they can get water that is safe for drinking. But mostly when it comes to boiling, you'll come to realize we have some minerals that are being
lost. Yes,
and also when it comes to using water gut, still you are going to use chemicals. And when it comes to filtration, we see that we are just separating the solid particles from the liquid so that some substance can get out. And that is what we call as filtration.
And of course, how affordable, how available, and all that will be coming to that. But yes, could you please just get to the demonstration of this very fast, in the shortest time possible?
So, Linda, I think...
I can just demonstrate shortly. There's a reason why we are using this soil to put in water. We have some places whereby they can't access clean water. So this one shows that the capability of this filter to filter clean water, whereby when it comes to areas where there's no filters, there's no clean water,
yes.
And you have this filter, still it can filter clean water.
All right. So maji chafu kabisa ya mchanga.
Yes.
So that soil is for what exactly? Ya kuchafua maji?
Kuchafua maji.
Okay, chafua
so that
tuone.
you can see there.
Mbona husema mimi nikuje na mchanga yangu?
Still is okay.
So what you are assuming, Linda, is this is now, once Madam Director has certified the water, we are assuming this is what now people get.
So
imagine in rural places.
All right.
So this is what they get.
So at first, this is ini mchanga, like you've picked it from outside,
Yes.
Okay.
Normal.
Mchanga normal, all right. So that is dirty water. That's basically what people are accessing.
Exactly.
And yes.
So it's just going to start vizuri.
Na mkono yako tena?
Mkono yangu tu ndio.
Imagine mimi nitakunywa.
Kwecha pia.
Okay.
Kwecha kabisa.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are
and just also, once it's filtering, this filter is capable of removing 99.99% of any impurities that are here.
99.99%.
Yes.
Proven tested.
Proven tested.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it actually works as your skin. You can't see your skin, but when you sweat, you see water coming. So basically that it works as your skin.
Okay.
And
okay.
if you can clearly see, this is what is entailed in the filter. So here there are very small holes inside that you can't be seen by naked eye. So what happens, all the germs are trapped from one side.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like how the filter looks like.
Yes, that is how it appears now.
All right. So cleaning of this filter and everything, what happens in the event that I have this at home?
We are going to show you now.
All right. Okay.
It's all backwashing, which is going to.
Okay. So you may clean.
Yeah. So
it is that fast.
Yes, that is how it looks now.
Okay.
Yours is coming, so
I am not sure. I want to. I am not sure. I am convinced. Umenawa ndani alafu tena mimi nikunywe.
yeah. So it's very purely safe. Purely safe. It has been proven. So do you ask yourself,
what is the technology here? Because I am curious. Okay, do I ask myself?
So what do you, like when the whites are coming? And I heard Jared saying when you go to the village, it's only that there are different bacteria in different environments.
Okay.
So when you carry this and you go to the village and you filter that water, you're not going to get sick.
Okay.
So that's why when you see whites coming, they always carry such things and they don't get sick. And
also they come with the baggage, that ends up being actually helpful.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So availability of this, I am curious, even as you continue to tell us, and I mean, when you say this is a bucket that perhaps you're going to go to Kibera with, or you're going to go to another informal settlement with, I mean, just how available are they for the people there and accessible for that matter? And just how many households can this particular one, serve?
So what we do is, first we do an assessment to count that's yours.
You can test.
I will test. Let's proceed. I will test. I will.
So the first thing we do assessment to count all the homes that are in certain informal settlements.
Okay.
So let's say we found 10,000 homes.
Right.
Then we have well-wishers that donate these filters.
Right.
But the bucket, so this filter is so basically this is how the filter looks.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry, it's all right.
Yeah. So this is basically how the filter looks like.
Okay.
So I think, Linda, you're going to filter again.
Oh, so you're going to filter some more for me. All right, there goes my glass. Okay, probably about that.
So this is actually what the filter
looks like. Okay.
So, and this one is attached to a bucket. So the bucket I just procured.
One filter, one bucket.
Yes.
Okay.
So then one filter goes to one home.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's able to filter up to 1,000 liters in a day.
All right.
So basically, it can serve the entire.
So you should actually just let it be running, poly, as it filters water for drinking, for cooking, and all that.
Yes.
Okay. So if it is salty water, does it come out still as salty water? What happens?
So for salty water to happen, there has to be energy.
Okay.
So basically, when you put salty water here, anything that dissolves in water is not going to be filtered.
All right.
So things like, that's why we do testing before we advise people you can use from this source.
All right.
So the first thing we do testing, then we say this water doesn't have lead, it doesn't have all the minerals and all those lead and other things that can cause cancer. And also we advise, we do the testing, then we advise the community, don't use that because of certain elements that are there that the filter is not able to take them out.
All right. And